Don't let this game fool you. FC24 will probably suck. Even though the gameplay is very fun right now, it's something that I myself have been enjoying, we are seeing the exact same thing that we see at the start of almost every single FIFA. People say it's the best FIFA ever made, the gameplay is great, everything is wonderful and cool and happy, and then...
Oh, the crossbar is still reverberating. Is this the moment? And this time it's in!
Now, I hope I'm wrong. I truly, sincerely hope that I am, but the past 6 years have proven otherwise. Now, even though I said the game is very fun, you have a bunch of different things that could make it go wrong. Number one is the actual gameplay itself. Now, at the moment, it's new and fun and exciting, right? You get to try these new Evo players, which is a very cool concept. Everyone is trying new cards and new formations, but there's one thing missing from the game early on. A completely overpowered, broken meta that is so mind-numbingly dumb that it completely ruins the gameplay. Flick-up crosses, drag-backs, near-post shots, la croquetas, bridging, parking the bus, 5-at-the-back formations, all of these awful metas just in the past few years, but remember, these weren't discovered right away. I mean, think about it. Do you remember seeing flick-up crosses every game at the start of FIFA 19? What about every opponent that you face using a 5-at-the-back formation in September and October for FIFA 23? No, of course not, because no one knew what the meta was. Sure, you have players using the same overpowered cards as everyone else. I've seen that Evo Fati card more than I've seen my parents, but once you're in game, your opponent doesn't know what stupid stuff to spam, and you actually enjoy playing the game. Let's not forget that we all started in Division 10 as well, trying to climb up, so we are playing some bums at the moment, and obviously winning is a hell of a lot more fun than losing. Now, I'm not saying don't enjoy the game before the meta comes out. In fact, I'm saying the exact opposite of that. Relish these moments before you have to play a meta spammer every single time you load up the game. I'm also saying don't be surprised if the game suddenly turns awful in December because everyone and their mother knows how to spam flick down crosses into a rainbow aerial rocket league I don't know what the hell.
Oh, it's in! Not part of the script at all.
Playstyles have the potential to be broken too. I'm actually planning on trying to find the most overpowered ones and making a video about it because that just seems hilarious, spamming one thing and having it work, which probably is going to happen. But again, most people don't know what the completely overpowered broken ones are, and hence most people are not complaining about it. I've already seen a few things being potentially overpowered, like Krazi tweeting out that the Finesse Shot Plus is completely broken, something that was, noticed and talked about during the beta, so, I'm glad EA listened to that. And I personally, just using Lindsay Horan, have noticed that the Long Ball Plus playstyle is completely broken too. You want to see it? Lovely. Lovely ball. Oh! By the way, that was Horan's pass. Goated. Just wait until the first or second weekend league. Then I'm sure we'll see some real good playstyle abuse. Like, running down the wings. If your opponent spamming meta stuff isn't enough to piss you off, this might do it. Champs is already one of the sweatiest modes available, and having people leave at 0-0 just to piss you off is not going to make it any better. Nothing makes less sense to me than seeing an opponent not get punished for leaving the game and then seeing the original player not get rewarded. It also makes less sense that this was a feature in the past, but they got rid of it for some reason. Most people are already leaving when it's 0-0, but the few who don't are going to be learning about it when EA don't patch it, and they're going to be using it when they get upset. And this community really gets upset. Now, if it's not the community who's going to be ruining the game through meta spamming or being toxic and leaving at 0-0, then it's going to be EA's job to ruin the game, and they are really good at ruining other games, not just FIFA. I've mentioned in previous videos that FIFA 18 as a whole is not too bad of a game. It's not great, but it's playable. But let me tell you something about FIFA 18 pre-patch. That was magnificent. Players moved extremely well. They didn't feel like they were stuck in mud, unless you're in bad gameplay, which was the majority of time, but that's something that EA can't fix anyway, so that's kind of irrelevant at this point. But best of all, defense took actual skill in the FIFA 18 pre-patch. In fact, FIFA 18 pre-patch is still, to this day, one of the highest skill gap FIFAs ever released, strictly because of how high skill gap the defending was. You'd see high scoring games like 4-4, 7-2, 4-0, no, wait a second. That's not FIFA 18. That's FC24. Oh, FC24 is currently on the exact same path as FIFA 18. A very, very fun game early on in the game cycle with a very high skill gap in defending. And if they fix something like penalties because it's seen as too hard, EA would obviously fix defending. I am praying to every single god, deity, celestial being ever conjured up that EA don't patch this game immediately. You don't need to do any major overhauls anyway, just make some of the playstyles a little less overpowered, make the game run a little bit smoother, and just don't wait to patch anything until it actually needs fixing. Like I said before, I really hope it doesn't happen, and I really hope this game doesn't suck. I'm currently enjoying it right now, and while I'm sure I'm probably going to get frustrated the further up in divisions I go, the game is currently at least okay. However, we have a very long way to go before we can say it's an actual good game, and there are more features now than in the past that could go wrong and make it just as scummy, just as ratty, and just as broken in previous years. All I'm saying is, enjoy the game while you can and don't make any assumptions just yet. And also by Lindsay Horan, my god, she is so good.